Oh, it's another week in Formula 1 and we can't make it through said week without there being accusations of British bias, the most common phrase right now in Formula 1. It's just the thing, guys. So, here's another Brit ready to have a look at said alleged bias. Let's have a look at it, because apparently some pundits are facing the sack as a result of their comments. That's a strong one, I'll be honest, but let's have a look at this, guys. Full article on the F1Chronicle.com. More well-known British pundits could also leave Sky's English language coverage of Formula 1. 1996 world champion Damon Hill, a member of the Sky punditry team for over a decade, is leaving the broadcaster. It follows his recent harsh assessment of Max Verstappen's driving. I mean, you could read into it that, but you could also read into it that Hill's done it since, 2012, when Sky took over the Formula 1 coverage in the UK. He's in his early 60s, maybe man just wants to retire. But the timing is interesting, I will admit. The timing is interesting. I think that Verstappen, is using fear and intimidation, Hill said, before facing widespread accusations of pro-Lando Norris bias, including by the Verstappen camp. Probably especially by the Verstappen camp, let's be honest here. I don't know whether it was Hill's decision to leave Skies, to be honest. Fellow former British F1 driver Johnny Herbert, oh Johnny Herbert, Verstappen fans get angry. Johnny Herbert's weighing in on this one, who was asked by Sky ahead of the 2023 season, said, I know he got criticism for the Max scenarios and maybe he felt, you know what, I don't need that. There is a change going on. If he was pushed, then you wonder what could happen to Martin Brundle or David Croft. That is a thought. Although I would be shocked if either of those two go. Then again, Croft has missed some races. He's been saying he wants, more time to spend with his family, which is absolutely fair. I've met Crofty as well. Really nice guy. Really nice guy. I'm not the biggest fan of his commentary, I will admit. But as someone who talks about Formula 1 a lot, I know how easy it is to make mistakes. Put it that way, the edit does save me sometimes on occasion, and you guys don't even know. He goes out live though, it's different, it's harder. And Martin Brundle, of course, he misses a lot of races as well. I mean, is he at Las Vegas this weekend? I'm not even sure, to be honest. But he misses a lot of races as well. It's not uncommon at all for Karun Chandok to kind of replace him in the commentary box of Sky. Indeed, lead Sky UK commentator Croft and his award-winning and highly respected sidekick Brundle. Don't call him a sidekick. That's a bit disrespectful to Brundle. Brundle's a legend of Formula 1 commentary, and he was a damn good driver back in the day as well. And I will die on this hill about that one. He was a really, really good driver. I know he never won a race, but had he not had his accident when he was younger, a bit like Herbert as well, actually, interesting. Had he not had his accident and been unable to left foot brake, because he could never left foot brake, he could never do it. I'm sure he had an injury that stopped him doing that. If he did that, he would have been faster, and he probably would have won races. I would say certainly would have won races personally, but that's just my opinion. Like Hill, also accused of anti-Verstappen bias recently. Herbert says he knows that Hill in particular was very unhappy with the bias accusations. He was very unhappy at the crazy level of abuse he got over his Max comments, said Herbert, who has also been accused of pro-British bias while serving as a regular recent FIA steward. Maybe all that negativity made him decide. I mean, it's a thought. It's an interesting one for sure. Again, the timing's interesting. I mean, you might say that, well, we're nearly end of the season. He wanted to announce it before the end of the season so people know, so that he doesn't just end on the season in Abu Dhabi and they'll say goodbye, and then sometime in December, January, he says, oh yeah, by the way, I'm no longer being part of the Sky team. So it's a theory. It's one that only Hill will know. I mean, his comments were very harsh, of course. He made the Dick Dastardly comment as well, which, yeah, I mean, I'm not even gonna respond to that. I'm not gonna do that. But it's an interesting one for sure. Whether they faced it, I mean, I don't think that Sky would. This is the thing, we don't know what goes behind on closed doors. I mean, those people have been a part of the Sky broadcast team ever since the start. I don't see Brundle and Croft leaving, to be honest. I really don't. I'd be shocked. And I think they'd go out on their own terms as well. I mean, Brundle will retire. Well, then again, I say that. Murray Walker continued until he was like in his late 70s. Brundle's in his early 60s, I think now, something like that. He's not that old, really. So, I mean, he's still absolutely razor sharp. His insights are some of the best in Formula 1, really. He retired coming up to 30 years ago from F1. I think his last season was 90. Was it 90? No, it was 96, wasn't it? Because he was part of ITV's coverage for their first season in F1, and that was 1997. So you're coming up to 30 years since he retired from F1, but he's absolutely razor sharp. He's got incredible insights. Nobody does the grid walk like him. Nobody does that co-commentary role like him. He's the best at it. I mean, the likes of David Coulthard, they're all right, but you know, nobody's Brundle. Brundle is the best thing about Sky's F1 coverage for me, bar none. Him and Anthony Davidson are excellent. They are absolutely brilliant in what they do. They are intelligent, they are very articulate, they know exactly what to say, and I really value their opinions. And if either of them leave, it'd be a damn shame. But what are you guys thinking? Is there that... Actually, no, I don't even need to ask it, because I know the lion's share of people all think the same. But does Brundle and David Croft, do they have British bias, and should they face consequences for their bias? That's my question as I close this video to you guys. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and please be nice to each other. That's all I'm saying. You can abuse me if you want, I can take it, but I'm just asking the question. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and of course keep it subscribed to the F1Chronicle.com to see much more content on the world of F1 just like this. Like, share, comment, subscribe, ring the bell as well, and we'll see you very soon, guys. Have a good one.